First, Best, live from Wood TV 8. Susan Shaw, Tom Van Howe, meteorologist Craig James, and Jack Doles with sports. This is 24-Hour News 8.
Boxing fans have a night to remember as a hometown hero defends his title in Grand Rapids.
Also tonight, thousands of dollars in sports memorabilia go up in smoke to make a statement. We'll explain.
And our top story tonight, a West Michigan woman is charged with the death of her child. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Tom Van Howe. A Muskegon County woman is out of jail tonight, but she is hardly out of trouble.
Authorities say Wendy Lynn Zimmer allowed her 2.5-year-old daughter to starve to death. News 8's Jeff Rudolph joins us now with the latest on Zimmer and what some say she did while her daughter was dying.
We heard from a woman tonight who says she had a bizarre encounter with Zimmer in January of 1998. The time authorities say Zimmer went on a drinking binge while her daughter was left alone in her playpen.
She just helped herself and started talking about her daughter.
It was the night before the Super Bowl in 1998. Colleen Bazette was at a Muskegon bar called Joey's Place when a woman she knew of but never really talked to sat down at her table, uninvited.
She was talking about how they looked a lot alike. You ought to see my daughter. She looks just like me, red hair and blue eyes.
Colleen says Wendy took a couple of pills out of her purse, swallowed them, put the purse back underneath the table, left the bar, and came back about an hour and a half later.
When she came back in and grabbed her purse, she grabbed some more pills, and I said, "Are you sick or something? What's wrong with you, you know?" And she said that there were volumes that she was on and that she got a good buzz with taking it with the drink.
Authorities say between January 24th and February 1st, Wendy was repeatedly seen at such bars as Joey's Place and the Doghouse Saloon on Laketon, and that Beth Ann Zimmer had been dead for several days before her mother called 911 February 1st.
Every night I couldn't take care of her, I couldn't admit it. So I lost her very bad so that I could go out.
Colleen says when she found out what happened to Beth Ann, she felt nauseated.
I felt that the little girl was already gone when she was sitting there talking to me about all that.
Authorities also say at least once Wendy Zimmer came home when her daughter was already dead, put on more makeup, and went back out to party. She posted $1,000 and left the Muskegon County Jail with her parents late this afternoon. Zimmer still faces an involuntary manslaughter charge.
Why did it take so long to charge her?
First they had to find her. I guess they had a little trouble finding her at first after this all happened. And then it took that long to gather all the evidence and come forward with these charges.
Okay.
Whole year.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
One homeless man is now charged with the death of another in Grand Rapids. Charlie Hiley was found dead a week ago under the overpass near the fish ladder. An autopsy revealed he had been strangled. Today, 38-year-old Christopher Scott Hewitt was charged with open murder in connection with Hiley's death. Police say information from a third party made him the focus of their investigation. Last week, we told you about the search for Hiley's family. Authorities tell us they were able to locate a relative on the east side of the state.
Michigan taxpayers are in for a break thanks to legislation passed in the State House today. The state income tax rate will fall from 4.4% to 3.9% by the year 2004. The income tax package also secures funding for education. The governor is expected to give his approval next week. Meantime, a group of bills to make Michigan schools safer has made its way through the State House. The idea is to keep violent students out of the classroom and provide safeguards for students who follow the rules. Muskegon Area Representative Jerry Van Workum introduced the legislation, which also provides schooling for expelled students.
Right now, those students don't have anywhere to go to. If they can't get into a private school and their parents can't homeschool those students, they're just stuck.
Van Workum's bill now moves to the Senate for action. It's the night fight fans have been waiting for.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. came home to Grand Rapids to defend his title, and what a night it has been at the Andel Arena. Floyd Mayweather defending his title against a surprisingly strong Carlos Rios from Argentina before a packed, sold-out house. Any predictions of an early knockout for Mayweather have been fallen by the wayside now. Rios has proven tougher than almost anybody gave him credit for. They're now in the 9th round. This doesn't mean Mayweather is behind. He seems to be winning most of the rounds so far, if not all of them. Well, the Mayweather fight was a sellout, and fans came from miles around to see it, but even those not actually in the arena shared in the excitement. News 8's Rachel Ruiz is live in downtown Grand Rapids with reaction
Tom, I don't think any fans in downtown Grand Rapids are disappointed tonight. Most folks, whether they're watching the fight from over at the Van Andel Arena or here at the Bob, are rooting for Floyd Mayweather. Not only because he came into the fight as a featherweight champ, but because of the hometown connection.
And somebody else incorporated a real live bustier. What is that?
It was an attempt to win tickets to a sold-out fight. For Jan Southwell of Grand Rapids put her best foot forward, took part in a banner-making contest and won.
I do a lot of Halloween stuff. It's my favorite holiday, and these are some leftovers.
Floyd Mayweather's presence lit up downtown Grand Rapids, lit the spirits of area residents who came to the area's first world title fight for the sole purpose of seeing a world-class fighter who's also one of their own.
I wouldn't dare be for anybody but Mayweather, would I?
He's the local boy. He's the hometown favorite.
Of course, the hometown hero is never hard on business. Many of the more than 13,000 fans packed downtown hotspots before and during the fight.
I'm excited. Can't hardly stand up.
A certain kind of electricity was in the air that even those who were there to work the event couldn't shake.
We're going to watch the fight like everybody else.
Some say it was a boxing event unprecedented by any other in Grand Rapids history. A night they hope they will one day experience again.
Well, I hope it's the first of many. From the size of the crowd, it looks as though it may be.
In addition to what's going on here at the Bob tonight, there's another party at the Charlevoix Banquet Center on 28th Street. Floyd Mayweather is expected there later this evening. We're live in downtown Grand Rapids. Rachel Ruiz, News 8.
All right, thank you, Rachel.
A lot of excitement.
The fight does continue, and I
Yes,
think
it
this
does.
is the first time Floyd has gone past 8 rounds.
Yeah, we're into the 10th, right?
Into the 10th round, longer than anybody thought it would go. And Jack Doles, of course, will have a wrap-up in sports in just, well, 10 minutes or so. First, though, we're going to check in with Craig James and see if he's fighting with the weather.
No, that's a pretty tranquil opponent here this evening. Not much going on. There's still a few snow flurries around. That's about it. Looks as if we're generally going to be getting some dry weather now. Probably the rest of this week and in through the weekend. I don't think we'll see anything significant anymore. And it is going to get a little bit colder. Temperatures today, those highs occurred at midnight last night. The afternoon high temperatures were only around a little below freezing. The low temperatures around 26 to 28 have occurred this evening during just the past couple of hours. And at 11 o'clock, temperature in Grand Rapids actually went up 1 from the low at 27. 73% humidity, barometer going up, winds are out of the west at 7. Have a wind chill of 19. That is up from wind chills in the single figures that they were earlier. And we've had about 9/10 of an inch of snow in Grand Rapids. I think that's the most anywhere in West Michigan, right across southern Kent County. Temperatures now generally in the mid and upper 20s. Ben Harbor's at 31. Must be a couple breaks in the clouds up at Big Rapids for them to be that cold. But most temperatures are going to stop in the low and mid 20s tonight for overnight lows. As far as snow showers, we've had a few of those around today, kind of dissipated and then increased again. They're generally moving off towards the east. Now there aren't any out over the lake. They're all inland, so they will be moving on off towards the east, and we're about to lose those. Generally just some trace amounts left over. Most of the snow today has been off in the North Country, where there's actually a couple of inches there. And anybody heading north for some cross-country skiing or snowmobiling, Traverse City only has an inch of snow on the ground, but once you get to Gaylord, things get pretty good from there north. You can see quite a bit of snow in the North Country. These are updated figures as of 10 o'clock. Latest readings, 36 inches at Marquette, 26 all the way out here in Ironwood, and it looks as if it's going to get cold enough in the southern counties where there's 0 to less than an inch of snow on the ground. Southern counties are going to get cold enough. The ski areas here will be able to make snow the next several nights too. But as far as rain goes, that's gone. That moved all off towards the east yesterday evening. A few snow showers here. Here's the next precipitation batch. It has cleared over in southeast Wisconsin, but it's not likely we'll see any more than maybe just a few breaks during the day tomorrow. Mostly cloudy day. And this low, pretty likely now, is going to head southeast right along that front into southern Missouri by tomorrow evening. Maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow from Omaha down to St. Louis. But that'll all stay south of here. We'll see general clouds, maybe the possibility of a few flurries into Friday. But that's all. Should generally stay dry. And maybe over the weekend we'll actually be able to see a little bit of sunshine. So for tonight, mostly cloudy. A couple breaks here and there, just a few flurries that are gradually going to be winding down. Low temperatures, low to mid-20s. Winds out of the west to northwest at 5 to 10. And during the day tomorrow, looks as if it'll be mostly cloudy and cold. Maybe a few peaks of the sun if we're lucky. Highs no higher than around freezing. Northwest to north wind at 5 to 10. And then for the next 5 days, maybe a couple of flurries Friday. That's it. Mostly a dry pattern for 5 days and a little colder with high temperatures generally staying below freezing Friday through Monday. If we can get a clearing at night, it should be down into the teens. So it's going to feel a little like February, but if we can get a sunshine over the weekend, it shouldn't be too bad. We can handle that.
We can do that.
Yes, we can. Thank you, Greg.
This was a very special night for a Kalamazoo couple and hundreds of their children.
Over 38 years, they have been parents to 500 foster kids. And tonight, it was time to say thanks. Alan and Elaine Van Leeuwen were honored for all their hard work at a one-of-a-kind family reunion. Over the years, they brought stability and family values to hundreds of kids' lives. And the couple says they're glad to have made a difference. And to this day, they remain foster parents. How about that?
Oh, that is
Congratulations
wonderful.
to them, yes.
What a great party. 500.
That's right.
It's terrific.
Well, the fight is about to go into the 11th round. This is way past anybody thought. Jack Doles will have details coming up. It's an exciting fight. Still ahead, an environmental concern that just will not go away.
What to do with nuclear waste is sitting here in West Michigan. We'll hear one lawmaker's plan.
And protests continue over the death of a Kurdish rebel, and today they turned deadly. We'll have details coming up.
When prison inmates in Michigan phone home, should their families pay a special tax? Tomorrow on 24-Hour News 8 at 11, follow the money trail of prison phone calls. As Target 8 investigator Henry Erb uncovered, the telephone companies charge so much money for collect calls that your state government demands a $16 million kickback. Is this any way for a state to make money? If you thought your phone bill was expensive, watch Collect Call Kickback tomorrow at 11 on 24-Hour News 8.
With a 300 horsepower V8 and Formula One inspired E-Shift, driving the Lexus GS400 is always fun and games.
New record. Good race.
To continue play, see Harvey Lexus of Grand Rapids.
Has your favorite sofa given up the ghost? Has your recliner fallen on hard times? Get rid of the old and broken down and replace it with the new at Williams Furniture Trade-In Sale. Get $150 off the sale price for your old sofa or sleeper, $100 for your old love seat, or $50 off the sale price for your old recliner. Plus, Williams will deliver the new and pick up your trade-in absolutely free. Hurry, this trade-in sale ends soon. Williams Furniture makes it easy for you to buy furniture.
Come on. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Oh, come on. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Come on. Come on, let me show you where it's at. I said the name of the place is I like it like that.
Your local Chevy dealer's where it's at, and you'll like it because you get more, not pay more. Now, for only $199 a month, you can lease a rugged S10 pickup.
Whoa, come on. Come on, let me show you where it's at. Shop Chevy, you'll like it like that.
Get the day's most important news while you're at work with MSNBC.com and WoodTV.com.
What do you do with tons of spent nuclear reactor fuel?
It's a question that has frustrated lawmakers, environmentalists, and the nuclear industry as a whole. So far, the answer has been to store it on site in containers like these concrete casks at Consumer Energy's Palisades plant near Covert. The casks sit just a stone's throw away from Lake Michigan. A permanent nuclear waste site in the Nevada's Yucca Mountain won't be ready for another 11 years. And now Congressman Fred Upton has introduced a bill that creates an interim storage site.
Under our bill, really, we can begin to move nuclear waste by the year 2003, with Yucca Mountain opening up probably in about the year 2010. But we begin to start the process of getting this stuff into one safe place.
Upton says he'd like to see the bill come up for a vote in the House before the Easter break.
President Clinton is pushing his plan to save Social Security with a group of people who don't believe it will be there when they retire. He held a satellite town hall gathering with college students in 28 cities. Many of those in the audience have parents of the baby boomer generation that threatened to bankrupt the program. President Clinton tried to assure them that a strong economy and expected surpluses are giving us an opportunity to save Social Security. The president goes to New Hampshire tomorrow to talk about tax credit proposals.
Demonstrations over the arrest of a popular Kurdish rebel leader took a deadly turn today. In Berlin, 3 protesters were shot and killed by guards while trying to enter the Israeli consulate. 16 other people were hurt. There have been reports that Israel helped with the capture of Abdullah Öcalan. The Kurds have been fighting for self-rule from Turkey since 1984. Still no breakthroughs to report in the Kosovo peace talks, and the pressure is on The U.S. sent more warplanes to the region today as ethnic Albanians and rival Serbs met with French and British negotiators. NATO is threatening military action if they don't have a deal by Saturday. Some products you may have for your kids hit the recall list today. We'll tell you about those.
See why a stroller and a crib mattress are causing concern. We'll also have a phone number for you, so grab a pen.
And he paid top dollar for O.J. Simpson items, and then, as you can see, set them on fire. That story is straight ahead.
Do you know what kind of fish you're eating? At Big Boy, you do. In the new lake perch dinner, Big Boy serves only specially selected freshwater perch, tender, flaky, and full of flavor. Each select fillet is lightly hand-breaded daily and served golden brown, complete with all-you-can-eat hearty home-style side dishes and soup, salad, and fruit bar, all for just $9.99. And as for the other fish in the sea, someone's using them. Dinner is better at Big Boy, because Big Boy starts with better stuff.
What's your idea of the perfect minivan? Is it the most luxurious? One with a leather-trimmed and preferred suede interior, heated front seats, and dual zone temperature control? Or is it America's lowest-priced minivan that still includes features like easy-out roller seats and air conditioning? There's only one place to choose from the complete selection of award-winning minivans. Your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Now get $1,000 cash allowance or 1.9% APR on Chrysler and Plymouth minivans.
If you have a phone, you can call for a loan. The phone loan from Old Kent. Loans right over the phone, anytime, day or night. Just call 1-800-OLD-KENT.
The blizzard of '99 caved in the roof of one of our warehouses, so we discounted thousands of items for the Custer Office Outlet Cave-In Sale. Save up to 75% off list on Anderson desks, credenzas, bookcases, and lateral files. Plus, find cave-in pricing on hundreds of new steel case chairs, all 60% off list. An avalanche of files, including new 3-drawer lateral files, cave-in priced at $195 each. Used desks starting at $100. Used chairs starting at $30. But hurry, Custer Office Outlet's Cave-In Sale ends this Friday.
Hello? Good news. Your loan's approved. All right. The phone loan from Old Kent. Loans right over the phone. Just call 1-800-OLD-KENT.
This portion of 24-Hour News 8 is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
A stroller that can collapse unexpectedly and a crib mattress that can trap a child are being recalled.
Both products are made by the Costco company. Pins in the GB Tandem stroller can break, causing it to collapse. More than 200 kids have been hurt, with injuries from cuts and scrapes to serious head injuries. A crib mattress is also being blamed for one child's death. The product is flimsy and doesn't fit tightly, so babies can slip through the mattress and become trapped. If you have either of these products, you should stop using them until you can get them fixed. We have more information about the recall and the affected items on our webpage at woodtv.com. You can also call 1-800-221-6736 for more information. We'll repeat that number a little bit later on.
The pilots' union at American Airlines is in a holding pattern now over a possible fine. Today, a judge continued a contempt hearing until the 12th of April. The pilots are in trouble for ignoring a judge's back-to-work order during a recent sick-out. The union had to put $10 million in a fund yesterday to cover that possible fine. Well, here is one for the books. He spent $16,000 on O.J. Simpson memorabilia last night, only to set the items on fire.
It was all part of the plan for Christian talk show host Bob Enyart. Enyart was the high bidder for a Hall of Fame induction certificate and 2 football jerseys at an auction to raise money to pay Simpson's civil judgment. He had the items burned in front of the criminal court building in Los Angeles to protest Simpson's acquittal in the criminal trial.
Coming up in sports, more on the main event. It went the distance. Big surprise. Jack Doles is in with the latest on the Mayweather bout right here at the Andel Arena.
And the Red Wings are on a roll. Details are coming up straight ahead in sports.
It's
the Toyota Midwinter Clearance. And that means big savings on every Toyota 4Runner and RAV4 in stock. Get this 4Runner with air, premium stereo, keyless entry, and savings up to $900. Your Toyota dealers are really drawing big crowds, especially with savings on this RAV4. With all these features, you can save up to $1,498. This is one event you don't want to miss. See your Toyota dealer, giving you more for your money every day.
We're known as Bill and Mill, or the other way around, Mill and Bill.
We love Walmart because they're friendly all over. You can't beat the service that Ann gives to us. You couldn't get anything quicker.
She's the very best there is in pharmacists.
Yes, there is no one better. And if somebody wants to give me an argument about that, send them over.
You feel you trust her.
Don't forget, the medicine that she gives to us has to keep us going. Life is a wonderful thing if you have your health.
Advice for women who want to find that special someone. Be active. Stay fit. Eat right. Don't smoke. Take good care of yourself. And you'll increase your chance of being around to meet the love of your life. Grandma! Learn more about reducing your risk of heart disease and stroke. Contact the American Heart Association.
There is a new breed of business person who has decided to go it alone. You, the entrepreneur, who shed the shackles of the corporate world to start your own business. Staples will always be there for you.
What hit me?
Wingtip. Staples has everything for your home office. Want low prices? Yeah, we've got that.
Well,
what a night.
Big surprise at the Vanandel. Great fight.
Not a huge surprise because the right guy won, but a big surprise because how long this thing went.
That's right.
Yeah,
Sure. The distance.
Floyd got a test tonight. How would you like to have been Carlos Rios tonight? Tall order, big time. Rios in a foreign country in front of a packed house filled with hostile fans who are rooting for their hometown hero. Just happens to be one of the toughest young fighters on the planet. Pretty boy Floyd Mayweather defended his WBC featherweight championship at the Vanandel tonight. He won, but he had to go the distance against Carlos Rios. This is in the second round, and look at this exchange. This will tell you a lot about Rios. He took a lot of shots tonight, but he stood in there against Floyd, and he took him, and he didn't back down. He was throwing quite a few punches, too, but Floyd was the guy doing all the landing. Great series there at the end of the second round. That brought the crowd to its feet. Here you go now to the end of the fight. Floyd still the aggressor, still the pursuer, and Rios somehow, I mean, the heart of this guy, unbelievable. They say these Argentinian fighters have a lot of heart, and this guy showed it tonight, but Floyd wins a unanimous decision at the Andel Arena tonight over Carlos Rios. He is still the WBC super featherweight champion of the world. All right. Biggest fight on the undercard, pitted Junior Jones versus Tom Boom Boom Johnson. This was a great fight. This fourth round, Boom Boom knocked him down with a clean shot there. Junior Johnson, once called one of the pound-for-pound best fighters out there. He comes back. He hurts Boom Boom in the 7th round, knocks him down into the canvas. Then at the end of the 12th round, both fighters just going after it. And this one ends up Junior Johnson.
Of the 12th and final round.
Wins this one. Junior Jones wins this one by unanimous decision. And that was a great fight, too. Here's a look at some of the other ones. Eric Morrell wins in a 7th round TKO. And there are two other undercard fights. Canedo Drake and Reggie Sanders beat Grand Rapids' own Alvesto Mills. So, you know, they got their money's worth at the Vanandel tonight, that's for sure. On the ice, the Red Wings are red hot, make it 5 straight. They beat Mike Vernon and the San Jose Sharks tonight. Vernon made it very difficult on his former mates. First period, Brendan Shanahan on the breakaway, and he's stuffed by Vernon. Wings on the power play now. Slava Kozlov going to score. Made it 1-0 Red Wings. Move to the third now, and Doug Brown. Watch the quick shot. Goes top shelf. Wings win it 3-1. They've won 5 in a row. In the IHL, Griffins fall in Fort Wayne, and the K-Wings a 6-3 winner at Kansas City. On to the NBA now. Pistons back at the Palace trying to avoid a 5th straight loss on John Sally night. He was honored, and this is the 10-year anniversary of the Pistons championship. Third quarter, Tim Hardaway, three-pointer. He had 29 points, 9 assists. Heat up by 12. And then in the fourth, watch the circus shot here. by Terry Porter. Gets that to fall. Pistons lose to the Heat 91-80. They are now 3-5. College hoop, Western Michigan has hit the wall. Broncos still looking for their first win this month. Took a 4-game losing streak in the University Arena tonight against Ball State. That's Tony Barksdale, the one guy who's really been playing well lately. He's outside and open, knocks it down. Broncos up 38-26 to Bragg at the half. Second half, Western running, Barksdale down low. Plus the foul, he had 25 points in Western. Beats Ball State. It's a pretty good team they beat tonight, 78-69. Great matchup at Cornerstone College. Top-ranked Golden Eagles hosting 4th-ranked Siena Heights. First half action, Siena, George King rebound. The putback, and the Saints were up 19-16. Cornerstone's going to come back before the end of the half. Brad Tilma hits the running jumper. He had 13. Golden Eagles up 39-35 at the half. Second half, they start to pull away. Tilma to Alan Gortmaker. He's got the easy bucket, and Cornerstone wins it 87-76. Still the top-ranked team in the nation. Other scores in college hoop, men. Calvin over Albion. Hope over Adrian. So Hope and Calvin still tied for first in the MIAA. Also tonight, that's Muskegon Community College lost to Grand Rapids Community College, 112-74. All right, they could get together for a game of Tiddlywinks, and it would mean something when Hope and Calvin play. The women played tonight. First place on the line of the MIAA. There's Brooke Millard from outside, jumper good, and Calvin wins it handily, 61-43. So they take over first. Finally, when you win an arbitration case that pays you $5 million, it is very easy to forgive and forget. Derek Jeter won his case yesterday. Today, he was back at work. The Yankees opened spring training for pitchers and catchers, and Jeter, who was itching to start, showed up early for work to work on his swing and other parts of the game. Yankee owner George Steinbrenner was worried he might have a bad attitude after going through arbitration, but Jeter insists, well, that won't be a problem.
So I'm not going to try to change anything I've done in the past. We've been successful, we've been winning, and that's all that really matters. So, you get this out of the way, and now you can play the season.
Well, that young guy has matured in a hurry.
He's a great role model, too, for all he does. But Floyd Mayweather wins his fight tonight. I mean, that thing ended just before we came up here. Started about 20 after 10. And it went the distance, which is kind of a shock, but you know what?
I mean, that guy you interviewed at 6 o'clock.
Harold Letterman. Right. No way. He's gonna knock him down.
You want to see a knockout? Get down to the Vanandel tonight.
I can't believe that Rios just kept standing. I mean, I can't believe that he didn't.
Heart of a lion. You know, it was interesting listening to Floyd in the corner as the fight went on and on and on. He just said, hey, champions go the distance. Champions go the distance.
Floyd said that?
Yes. In his corner to his dad. He wanted that knockout, but this guy just wouldn't go down.
No, he wouldn't.
He was a tough cookie.
Hear from Floyd tomorrow.
Okay,
exciting.
Great. Okay, thank you, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. We will take a final look at your forecast in a minute.
But first, the phone number once again, if you have any questions about the strollers and Davy mattress recalls. There it is, 1-800-221-6736.
How did you find out about it?
Through the counselors at our high school. They told us about a lot of different programs that they have. One of those programs was a mentoring program.
Why did this interest you?
Well, because I think, especially in the business field, it's the contacts you have, and the best way to learn something about the field is to learn from somebody that's already been there. It's not always just the name that gets you the jobs. It's what you know about the field that gets you where you want to be.
To be a great actress, you must call upon your own experiences. So when I want to feel disappointment, I think of this. And this when I want to feel sorrow. But when I want to feel intense joy, this is what I think of.
Arby's Roast Chicken Santa Fe. Roasted chicken, cheddar cheese, and a rich Santa Fe sauce. Great taste without all the fat.
Of course, it also comes in real handy when I want to feel full.
Try the Roast Chicken Santa Fe, part of the light menu at Arby's.
Later on an all-new Tonight Show, friends, Matt LeBlanc makes an unforgettable entrance and reveals his upcoming marriage plans. Plus, supermodel Heidi Klum and a presidential pop quiz.
Who said I cannot tell a lie?
Clinton?
Then on Conan, Rosie Perez, plus the usual bloodsuckers tonight. And tomorrow, Jay's got Anthony Edwards, and Friday, Kevin Costner.
Gotta get groceries? You gotta get to your Spartan store.
Come and get Purina Cat Chow, Meow Mixer Dog Chow, $6.99, or Eckrich Frank's Below Avocado Salami, 99 cents.
Lily's playing with his food again.
Come and get it at your Spartan store.
In a state like ours, you need a little more to get through winter, which is why people around here get in a Lincoln state of mind. Now you can lease a town car for just $409 a month and take comfort in its lush interior. Lease a Continental for just $409 a month and fly through snow with its front-wheel drive. Then there's the Lincoln Navigator. Winter just feels better in a Lincoln state of mind. Lincoln, what a luxury should be.
And Craig James is here once again to tell us about the weather out there.
It's a pretty dreary day today. There are still some snow flurries around, but they're fairly light, moving slowly off to the east. They'll end by tomorrow morning, and I think maybe a break or two in the clouds tomorrow. Peak of the sun will be the most. Temperatures near freezing, and then the rest of the week, generally dry. Temperatures cooling off a little, though, only staying around 29 or 30 in the afternoons. In the teens, though, at night. At least the local ski areas will be able to make snow, but there isn't much on the ground.
That's good news. Looks like some sunshine for the weekend, too.
Yeah, a little bit towards the end of the weekend.
Nothing scary out there.
No.
Okay.
Thank you, Craig.
Thanks.
From our nightcap file, the PC police are alive and well in Walled Lake, Michigan. Just the other day, somebody noticed a small tile mosaic at the entrance to the city's community education center and decided it looked way too much like a Nazi swastika and lodged a complaint. The school has now gotten that dreaded harbinger of trouble to come, a letter from a lawyer. The mosaic in question was laid when the school was built in 1922, about 10 years before the Nazi movement was well known. School officials say the design is American Indian in origin, and unlike the swastika, the mosaic's arms point counterclockwise. But will that be enough to quiet a gathering protest? Probably not.
Doesn't sound like it.
It's not reality that counts, it's the way things seem to be.
Perception is reality.
Yes.
That's our program. Thanks for joining us.
See you tomorrow.
When production increases necessitate upsizing your workforce, you can depend on Forge Industrial Staffing to help. When our workers join yours, they'll fit your requirements because we only hire industrial workers. The result is they produce as expected because they know what your job requires. The Forge team is committed to responding to your unique staffing needs with speed and accuracy. Forge is industrial staffing.
This weekend only at the Grand Center, it's the Super Sale. Car CD player, $89. 200-watt car amplifier, $49. 56K modems, $29. Pentium multimedia computers, $399. Seiko and Citizen watches, $24. 6x9 rugs, $39. 70% off of all jewelry and perfume. Men's suits, $99. Levi jeans, $10.99. Motorcycle jackets, $69. Leather vests and skirts, $10. Toshiba cordless phones, $24. Sale starts Friday noon and Sunday 6 p.m. at the Grand Center. Be there.
Thursday morning on Daybreak, a new report is out on the pros and cons of charter schools.
We'll have a complete check of the weekend weather outlook as well, so join us tomorrow morning on Daybreak.
Hey, Louise, what's going on?
I'm serving a lot of seafood.
Tell me about it. Can you believe all the different kinds of seafood we're selling? Glazed and grilled salmon seasoned with lemon pepper, grilled Atlantic cod, a batter-fried mariner's platter, and a golden fried shrimp feast. And don't forget our pies.
I hope we don't run out.
Trust me, Louise, there's always plenty of fish in the sea.
Not the kind I'm looking for.
Like I say, there's always something new cooking at Perkins.
That was interesting.
The all-new Volkswagen Jetta. Sometimes everything just comes together.
Next, Rosie, Shania Twain. She's one of the hottest acts in music today. That don't impress me much. We're impressed. She's bound for the Grammys with 6 big nominations.
How about all the awards? You pay attention to those?
Not real. I mean, I don't
do.
play too. Don't miss Rosie's solid gold pre and post Grammy shows. Plus, Andy Garcia's a hot ticket with a new romantic comedy. And Magic Johnson's teamed up with Homicide's Andre Brower. Next, Rosie.
Tomorrow at 4 on Wood TV 8.
You're watching NBC, America's late-night leader.
Thanks for staying up.
From the NBC studios in Burbank,